a war going on. The books can't escape from the team. Call the morning steam. It's time to break, run for cover. That's gonna cover, that's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice, we might play a parlay. It's the morning steam. What? Ramon Scott. Sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money. You know how we do it.
All right, a pleasant good morning to you from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas. This is Ramon Scott, and welcome to the Morning Steam show for Saturday, February 22nd. A big sports betting Saturday here. We're going to pop off here with some action in the NBA, NHL, college basketball. Big card in the NHL tonight, and some great college basketball games. And of course, all highlighted by our coverage tonight here with UFC Seattle, if you will, Henry Cejudo and Song Yadong from the Climate Pledge Arena. Tonight, we're going to feature our companion coverage with the guys. Apologies out there. I don't know how else I can describe it to any of you who were hanging out, waiting for me to join you in our companion coverage last night of the LFA from Niagara Falls. I got a text from Mikey Money a couple hours before the fight saying that the opponent had come down ill. That sometimes happens when you're a $7 underdog and you wake up not feeling too good in the morning. But nonetheless, the fight was canceled. We'll get more details from Mike when they get back tonight and talk about it on the coverage here this evening. But really a bummer. We were going to come at it with a little bit of coverage last night, Sub and I, and kind of just describe the action and our feelings watching it. And hopefully the guys had a great time last night up there in Niagara Falls with the LFA fighting. We'll get our coverage here tonight of UFC Seattle. You can already get started on your handicapping tonight with our coverage here on the Sports Money Network. We have under the videos tab, First Strike, where Sub, Fanatical Jim, Jeff, and Mike all come up with their 4 best plays for the week, including the fight there tonight. I don't know. They don't have the main event, I don't think, in there. I just wanted to clarify, but there's some other previews in there from the guys. And we previewed the main event, however, with our show, VB MMA Picks, and 2 other fights with George De Niro, the Prime Minister of Narrative Nation, last week. VB MMA Picks is brought to you by SX.bet, the world's largest blockchain betting exchange, and you can find that one under the live tab. We filmed it on Tuesday from 3 parts around the world, and we previewed the fights there. So please join the guys tonight. I'll be in the chat hanging out, watching the coverage from Seattle with tonight's fight card here on the Sports Money Network. We'll get more information on what happened to Kevin's opponent there yesterday. They said Kevin, they got to watch the fights, and Kevin went off into the casino. So hopefully it worked out okay for the family there. The guys got some pretty good VIP seats. They were definitely in the front row. They were sending some pictures and really good time. All right. Uh, Anyways, thank you for joining me here on the show. Make sure you join up for all the coverage. I have my best plays for the UFC tonight over at winnable.com. You can get my best plays for UFC Seattle over there when you subscribe to my picks for just $4 today, $8 a week, or $19.95 a month. I've got my plays for UFC Seattle already loaded up over at Winnable. I've got on tonight's card. Went about a little bit differently this week. I thought the card was a little bit different there with some of the maneuvering. So just went with my top plays on tonight's card. I got 7 plays up there on Winnable. My best plays for tonight at UFC Seattle, including a pick in the main event and the co-main event tonight. So check that out. Also got picks up right now with the free subscription over at Winnable and some soccer action today. Amazing when the NFL goes away and the playoffs are all gone and you get some time. So I've seen my Everton bet, though, here kind of fall apart here in the second half with Manchester United getting a couple goals. Watching it here 2-0. I've got some La Liga on as well. We're about to also see a couple of tennis matches get underway. Top of the hour finals in Doha today, and also in Qatar. The men are in Qatar. The ladies are in Doha. Mira Andreeva, $1.55 over Clara Towson. And it is also Jack Draper, $1.25 over Rublev in Doha. All right. Check me out over at winnable.com. Get more free plays from me, including my best in international soccer today. Also have an MLS card today. Get my college baseball. It's going to be a huge day of sports betting, and you can follow all my action over at winnable.com. All right. And let me say hello to some folks in the chat. Try to get the show started here today and talk about a few games from last night. Ooh, I feel naked. There we go. Who was here getting us rolling? It was Daddy Beats in the chat, ready to go. Hello to Daddy Beats. He had a 40-1 parlay yesterday and a 5-teamer for 12-1. Great job, Daddy Beats. Wow. Great job. And he's got some plays today. We might want to take a look at these. Daddy Beats is hot. So why not take a screenshot of these? He's got a little parlay here. Looks like a 5-teamer right there. 25-1. How about that? And those look like some pretty popular games. Those look like all the games we're going to preview here in a little bit. We might not need to preview them. Coming up also, here comes another 25-1 from Daddy Beats. Let's go. See if he keeps it rolling here. Hey, it doesn't matter if he does or not. He's very generous to give us these plays. So thank you. Redbeard was there. Thank you, Redbeard. We're checking in about the fight last night. Yeah, we were ready for it. We wanted to see our man in action. But thank you, Redbeard, for your support last night. I saw you out there waiting on the fight, waiting on in the LFA chat. And I broke the news. I know Redbeard was in there then. I think he might have saw it on X. I mean, I don't know how you break. I mean, I always pretend like I break the news on here, right, when I see something on X. And, you know, I knew most of our viewers aren't going to see it right away. The way I have my tweet deck set up, I always see the latest news, right? But I broke this one on X, but, you know, it was just on the undercard, so nobody really was paying too much attention to it. But when I went in that LFA chat, they were sure on my case there a little bit, but I don't think they believed just some random guy in the chat. But we had our inside scoop. We had our inside informant up there with Mikey and Jeff. Joe W., good morning. Thomas Lewis, ready to go here. Bobby Mack is here. James Parham. Hey, Sakori's here. Great to see Sakori. All right. And Daddy Beats also, I think, let's see here. Is this his parlay in hockey for tonight? Let's do it.
Steam playing.
And I like what Truth is saying here. There's no doubt this is probably, let me pop this up here from the Truth today. And there's no doubt that in tonight's boxing card here from the, I don't know, guess we could just start calling Saudi Arabia, Riyadh fight capital of the world here at this point, replacing Vegas. We got a big card though today. This might be the best boxing card. I don't know, in a couple of years maybe, with Baturbiev and Bivol, and also other fights, also title bouts here. IBF heavyweight fight with Bacoli and Parker. You got WBC middleweight title fight, WBC junior middleweight title bout. There is a huge card of boxing here getting underway, really in just about 90 minutes. With that first fight, WBC heavyweight title bout between Zhilei Zhang and Agit Kabayel. Kabayel 145, 9.5. But man, there's a great fight card ready to start here in about 90 minutes from the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh. It is maybe one of the best cards in years, just for the amount of title bouts on one card. This really has not been done in quite a long time. Irish King is here today as well.
Critical notice.
Terrell's here. Talking about the game last night. Let's talk about the action here real quick. We've got to get started on our game. Steam is popping off over here. We got all these games to look at. Michigan State, Spartans lead the Big Ten by a half a game right now after that win over Michigan on the road, 75-62. Other good games last night. Milwaukee got the Penguins, 85-74. They dominated they dominated the rebounding period last night. Yale wins, improves to 10-0 in the Ivy League. Miami of Ohio, how did I get a win on this one last night? Premium winner there with Miami of Ohio. We had some winners, we had some losers as well, but premium winners here last night included Fairfield and Ryder game to go under. A premium winner, we had Fort Wayne over Oakland as a premium pick winner. Columbia and Brown game total under was a premium pick winner, as well as Miami of Ohio, surprise pick. A little bit of hijinks there at the end for sure. Miami is able to get the win there last night after a little bit of was a comeback. We'll just call it don't call it a comeback, maybe is what it should be, but Miami of Ohio ended up getting the win there over Kent last night. All right. Also, we had some winners here on the show as well yesterday with Harvard here yesterday taking the points. We had that winner here on the show. And also Sacred Heart and Merrimack game to go under. NBA winners last night included Memphis and Orlando. Premium pick on the under was a winner. Also, we had on the show here Pistons and Spurs game to go over. We didn't hit our consensus plays. We all had Toronto, but the Heat got the better of the Raptors in that one in overtime yesterday, 120-111. Maybe we lucked out a little bit there. Let's see. Dallas was a winner yesterday for us here on the show. You guys had them. I had them. People were kind of navigating to New Orleans, but Dallas covers again since the trade. They cover them all. Minnesota and Houston over. We had that one here yesterday as a winner on the show. And I think that was it. Oh, no. Consensus winner. Sorry, you guys had a consensus. Well, we both had a winner there. Golden State. You guys said take Golden State. I said take the over. So we got that one together, fam. All right, let's take a look at the action here. Doge is here. Look, I've got some international soccer action loaded up here. If you guys are talking soccer, I've got some plays, but Man, I can't believe what Everton did here. I'm actually going to start off with an L here. Took Everton on the three-way, and they're going to end up with a tie here, looks like. Lando, hello. We're ready to go, Irish King. Let's do the NBA. Terrell there, talking about the Dayton Loyola game there yesterday. And Nicholas Handy, hello and thank you. And is it really going to be Everton going to get a penalty here late? Oh my goodness, Robert! Wow, I see it here. I didn't realize that I just shoved the guy over there in the box and see what they got going here. You might be ahead of me, but we got to go, right? We got a big card and a lot of games to talk about. So let's go to the NBA. There's only 5 games in the NBA tonight. So maybe we could just get those going. And then we'll look at the big hockey. And I've selected 10 games in college basketball. It's really only the biggest games today. I don't know how to go about those smaller conferences today. Just too many games. But we'll give out the steam here. There's been plenty of it already this morning. But let me see if I can't give a few steam plays out there. No penalty. No penalty. Maybe it took a partial dive there a little bit. All right. Off the added board here, Maine and Binghamton. We'll do it. We'll go to the extra board. We'll go anywhere for a play. But these are the steam moves here. Maine and Binghamton, game total over 133, now up to 134. Steam on the over, Maine and Binghamton. Also, moments ago, we had a move come in on the game between Cal Baptist and Grand Canyon. Game total under here in this one with Cal Baptist and Grand Canyon. It was 150, now down to 149 here with CBU and GCU today. All right. And a couple more coming our way. How about Stephen F. Austin taking some steam on that extra board here this morning? It was Stephen F. Austin getting probably getting 2 from Incarnate Word, but it's down to 1 here, it looks like right now, with Stephen F. Austin taking the steam against Incarnate Word. And you are not fully Word unless you're Incarnate Word. All right, couple more moves here. Akron and Ohio steam here to the over in this one with Akron and Ohio. I mean, why not, right? These two teams, you'd think it would go over. It's a pretty high number, though. It was one.
Final.
Let me make sure I got this one right. Pardon me, fam, right now. Let me check this one out. Game number 721 and 722. Akron and Ohio. It was 163. Now it's 166. Here with 166.5 at Bovada. Steam to the over here, big time. Akron and Ohio. Wow. Okay. Couple more here, and then we're going to get going. Texas Southern on the extra board. Took some steam here. They were minus 24 today, Texas Southern. And now they are up to 25. 25 right now, it looks like, with Texas Southern at home against Mississippi Valley taking some steam here tonight. Also, in the West Coast Conference, Oregon State and University of San Diego steam to the over here in this one with Oregon State and USD. It was 146. We're up to 147, 147.5 right now. Steam also came in earlier on Oregon State at 12.5. And now in that game, we're currently looking at Oregon State minus 12.5, and the total here out now 148 after that steam came into the over here. All right. See if we can get started here. Yeah, I think, okay, one more here, Wagner. Wagner took some steam just as we were coming on the air here. Wagner was a 1-point dog against Chicago State, but Wagner now a 2-point favorite, maybe even 2.5 here on the road now. Big move here with Wagner taking the steam against Chicago State. All right, let's go to the NBA, get started here with our 5-game slate. Thanks, everybody, for joining me here. A lot of games, so good morning to Philly Eagle Flyer. And Daddy Beats has some more parlay action. Check it out. Curtis, good morning and hello. And I think Daddy Beats has got another one here on a money line.
Steam playing.
All right, Wofford is getting steamed right now in their matchup against East Tennessee State. I'm not sure I'm down with that. Wofford here was a 2-point favorite. They're up to 3.5 right now. I was thinking East Tennessee State, but don't hold me to it. I'll go back and take a look. But Wofford is taking the steam here right now in this one. All right. Here we go. First up, let's get it started in the NBA with a game at 5:10 Eastern and 2:10 Pacific in this one with the Suns on the road here, taking on the Bulls. Suns minus 4.5 total here, 238.5 here right now. Let's call it 5.5 and 239.5. The move comes in on the Suns here. There we go. All right, take a look at some of the numbers here with these two tonight, with the Bulls here at home coming in 22-34 overall so far this season. They're on a long losing streak. The Suns have lost 4 in a row coming into this one as well. They're not looking too swift. They failed last time out a couple nights ago in that game against San Antonio in Austin, Texas, 120-109, as it continued to be a pretty big failure against the number, that's for sure. But the Bulls aren't much better. Bulls are 12-16 against the spread at home so far this season. They don't show positive numbers, but they're certainly better than the Suns at covering the spread anyway. See what you got here with the Suns and the Bulls. Tonight, these two teams met 1 month ago. It was 115-113. Phoenix got the win at home as a 5-point favorite. Chicago got the money, however, in that one. Chicago comes in 5-12 against the spread in their last 17 games. Meanwhile, Phoenix comes in 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 games. So I don't know who's going to get out of whose way here right now. This total just keeps going up. You got Phoenix going over in 7 of their last 10 games overall coming into this one, and you've got Chicago going over in 5 of their last 7 games. But I don't know if this is just an overwhelming over despite those numbers right now. Phoenix is 18-10 to the over on the road, but Chicago's 14-15 to the under at home. I know that's almost 50-50, but it's not like they go over every time. So they are 24-18 as an underdog, are the Bulls here in this one. So let's see what we can do here. In this matchup with the Suns and the Bulls, we'll go to the chat. See if you guys have anything in this one. Hey, Rob Reeder, nice to have you. Says, do not take those Phoenix Suns. I mean, these guys are the biggest money burners around, pretty much. All right, who else we got here? Let's see. Bulls for Curtis. Roberts says, gotta still stick with the over here, it feels like. Phoenix seems like they're playing a little bit better, but I mean, even the other night, they weren't ready for that game against the Wemby-less Spurs. Thomas likes Phoenix, though, just on the money line. All right. I'm going under here in this one. I get it. I know Robert says over, and I usually would go over in one like this, but I just feel like the game is being moved so much higher here. And yeah, it's the Bulls, man. They go put up some really crazy numbers now and then. I'm going under, though, here with my selection. Here comes some steam. What do we got? Okay. Well, we can keep passing along. We've got it today on our big card for our college coverage. Tennessee Tech is getting steamed here right now. They were a 1-point favorite. They're going up to a 2-point favorite here. Tennessee Tech taking some steam right now. Also, moments ago, Florida International took the steam here in their matchup with Liberty. I tell you what, I like that. I want to take that, actually. I want to make that a recommendation right now. Florida International against Liberty. I like Florida International. It's not in the previews here. Liberty is probably the better cover. Florida International has not been a great cover, but if it's getting steamed here, it was 14.5 down to 13.5. I like Florida International in that one against Liberty. I'm taking them here plus 13.5 or so. Citadel got steamed also a few moments ago in their matchup with Chattanooga. Citadel was getting 20. They're now getting 19, maybe even 18.5 here right now. The Citadel took the steam. All right. And Fernando went under with me. Daddy's going with me on that under. And Terrell may even go to the Bulls game tonight if he hits his early parlay. Next up. Well, look, we're previewing like 50 games today. Well, no, not that many, but it probably could have made the cut right here with this one. We'll give the Sixers a chance to maybe recover their season here, but they'd have to get going right away. I mean, both teams are 20-35 coming into they have the same record, the Nets and the 76ers right now. And the 76ers, it must be that much better to be a 10.5, 11-point favorite. Doesn't make much sense, does it? The Sixers are coming in here on a long losing streak. Okay, yeah, Embiid's in there a little bit. But you know who's not in there right now? Kyle Lowry's not in there. Eric Gordon's not in there. Edwards is going to be out of this game as well. Meanwhile, for the Nets, D'Lo is out. Bogdanovich, of course, he's out for the remainder of the season. Clowney, he's been out for a couple of weeks now. They've got injuries as well. But who covers the spread, man? The Brooklyn Nets cover the spread time and time again. It feels like, doesn't it? I mean, it's a fact. We know that. Right now, for the Nets, they are 18-9 against the spread on the road. Philadelphia 9-18 against the spread at home. Yet it's the Sixers that are favored here by 10.5 points. The total 213. Call it 212 though right now in this one. Maybe I don't know. Probably should go under. I'm going to probably go under because I got to be taking the Nets somewhere here. But Brooklyn's gone under in 9 straight games as an underdog here, and they've gone under in 9 of their last 10 games overall. And that just feels like the way I'm going to go. I'm going to go under with that might be the premium. I might have got these backwards here, but I kind of like them both. I'm going to take the under with the Nets and the Sixers right now. The Nets feel like an automatic under the way things are going for this team. And but we'll see what the Sixers can do. I see a goal here, though. I'm seeing a goal here right now in La Liga. It is a goal here uh, right now for Espanol here. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Goal, Espanol. All right. Go to the chat here, see if you guys have anything else on this one with the Nets and the Sixers. Robert likes the under. Rob says the Sixers will roll. This is one they've got to try to get going here. These are the ones you got to have at this point if you're going to do anything moving forward, right? If you're the Sixers, you got both teams identical records here, yet no doubt a 10.5, 11-point favorite. Okay. Next up, the Lakers are at the Nuggets today. The Nuggets come in 37-19. The Lakers are 33-21. The featured game here tonight is a good one with the Lakers and the Nuggets. And the Lakers have covered 4 straight as an underdog here in this one. This one, look at this total 241. This one never goes under when these two teams play in Denver. What's going to change here right now other than, we know what. We do have, let me see here. We might have some breaking news right now. All right. I'm not going to bring the banner out, but we definitely have some breaking news. Been such tough weather up there in the Virginia area, up through the eastern seaboard a little bit. North Carolina Central and Maryland Eastern Shore. I think we already knew this one was postponed. We had no line overnight. So North Carolina Central and Maryland Eastern Shore is postponed. They'll make up that game on Wednesday. All right. Can knock what that'll really loosen the load. All right. Lakers here and the Nuggets tonight. Big featured here. These two teams have gone under in 7 of the last 8 meetings between these two teams in Denver. Lakers have covered 4 straight games as an underdog right now. I know we're trying to figure out if we got the best of this deal. I know, not belittling everybody at this point for making fun of the Dallas Mavericks, but they're the ones covering all the spreads here, and Lakers haven't looked that great. They did look fine against Portland in that game where maybe because it was a back-to-back, we thought they might get caught. They were already caught and lost to Charlotte. They actually came out strong in that win over Portland. For Denver here, they're on a winning streak, a big, long winning streak. Now, they failed to cover against Charlotte in that last game, but they're covering everything else, it seems like right now. Will that continue here tonight? This one's really peculiar because, we're still trying to see what the Lakers are going to be all about here now in this one. They're still getting 7 points, and the total here is 241. So let's see in the chat here with this one. And we've got Rob Reader says it's going to be too much dominance down low by Joker here in this one. He'll just dominate. Thomas is on Denver as well. Robert does like the over here in this one. All right. Lakers are still, 13-9 against the spread as an underdog, but Denver, they're covering numbers too, it feels like right now. So, all right. I'm going to try the Lakers here tonight. And look, I understand. I know what everybody's saying. This is going to be dominance in the in the paint. I get that. Murray's probable here for Denver. Gordon's probable in this one. I'm going to try the Lakers here as my pick on the show. I feel pretty contrarian here, but give me the Lakers tonight in the big game. You know, Denver's definitely got some things in their favor spread-wise right now with this 9-game winning streak and plenty of covers as well. They're 16-11 at home. All right. Not much from you guys today. We'll just keep going with the picks. Rockets and the Jazz here in this one. The Rockets are favored and on the road, 7.5, 228.5 here in this one. Houston on the back-to-back following last night. And look, I'm not saying that whatever's going on there with Minnesota in that game last night, hey, Houston was able to get that win, get that money. Houston has Anthony Edwards, and that's all they have right now. And they can't get much else in the contribution department. Now, we did have the pick on the over here, no doubt, yesterday. But still, let's see here with the Jazz at home. Jazz are also, they played last night. We failed with them, right? And the Thunder in that game against the Jazz last night. Final there was 130 to 107. So they got OKC definitely got the money. Team Steam went down. I went down in that one. So also we did have the over though on the show. Now, to be fair, when we were on the show, I believe the total was let me see.
Steam play.
Oh no, it was it was a premium pick is what we had actually on that game, with the Thunder and the Jazz, and we did have a premium pick winner. I failed to mention that. Sorry about that. We did have that premium pick winner in that game there yesterday. Let's go to the chat and see if you have anything here in this one with the Rockets taking on the Jazz here. In this one, you've got Utah right now. They've gone over in 8 of their last 11 games overall coming into this one. They've gone over in 13 of 53 as an underdog. Meanwhile, Houston's gone 17-12 to the over on the road, but Houston just 1-6 against the spread in their last 7 games here. I'm going to go to the chat right now and see what you guys have. Fred's questionable, so maybe tonight's the night. Colin Sexton questionable for Utah, but they're all supposed to be in there, but they just looked pretty bad last night. To the Thunder, though, to be fair, right? All right, let's see what we got here. Terrell, I'm kind of like you. I mean, I still... We can put this whole episode in this little bubble, right? But we're not forgetting what Luka did in the post, right? I mean, you know, I'm not ready to give up on this situation for the Lakers. Now, they may have, not the right personnel to go all the way, but they'll be going out on the court on most nights with 2 superstars for sure. Okay. And maybe Doge says, maybe I'll let you know what, the in and out. You can go to in and out more. Maybe this is going to be a problem for Luka. Jazz or pass here for Rob. And Terrell says Jazz and way under. That's what look at Terrell way under here in this one. Terrell says about that. Okay, I don't know if I was ready to go with that direction. Billy Mack says, hope you tailed Brentford. Today he says, go with Bournemouth and Tottenham. Game starts here, 10 minutes. We're ready, top of the hour. Get our EPL card going. Let me see if I can throw in another game here a little bit. Give me I'm going to go with, I got a couple plays here, I think, what is what I'm going to do. Just make sure I get it right here. Okay, I'm going to go West Ham and Arsenal under 2.5 goals here in this one. I'm going to go with uh, West Ham and Arsenal under 2.5 at even money. And let me see. Billy Mack says Bournemouth. I'm going to write that down here. B Mac. I like Bournemouth. I already bet them. So there you go. How about that? And also, I'm going to take in the late game here, I'm going to take Villa over Chelsea today. Give me Villa here. Look, I mean, this is basically a toss-up in this game. The draw is favored. Give me Aston Villa today as my pick here on the Morning Steam show. That's what I'll do. All right. Yep. Oh yeah, for sure. No, West Ham is a massive underdog here. Let me just say there, right? Let me see. They're under 2.5 there. So just to make clear, I'm going on the under. Okay, let's see here. Fernando going under. I think this is might be in the back to the basketball game here with Lakers and Denver. Now a little bit of soccer picks coming in. Doge likes Betis tomorrow in Spain. All right. Okay, a couple more moves coming in here real quick as well. How about Boston College taking that steam against Georgia Tech? Boston College was getting 2.5. They're getting 1.5 here now, it looks like, with the steam coming in on Boston College against Georgia Tech. Also, South Dakota taking the steam here in their matchup tonight. South Dakota taking the steam against Omaha. They were getting 5.5 and down to 4.5 here right now. South Dakota taking the steam against Nebraska Omaha. Also, LSU taking some steam here in this matchup with Florida. LSU was getting 10. It's down to 9 here right now. LSU, not the best cover this season, that's for sure, compared to Florida anyway. But LSU taking the steam here from 10 down to 9. How about this one? Oregon and Wisconsin. Steam here to the over in this one. Look out. 154 up to 155.5, it looks like right now in this one. At the noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. There in that one, steam to the over here. Oregon and Wisconsin up to 154.5 right now at some spots. All right. Indiana State took some steam as well here. Indiana State was getting 7. It's down to 6. Indiana State taking the steam here against Belmont. Let's keep going with our NBA. We're almost done already. We got one more here to go. Oh, I got to make the play here with the Rockets and the Jazz. All right. I'm going to go back to the Jazz here tonight, and I'm going to take them at home and take Utah plus the points. They couldn't get it done last night, but the Rockets are a little broken here, it feels like right now. They're not getting very many numbers either. And also, if you look at Houston, 1-4 against the spread their last 5 trips in here to their division opponent, Utah. Okay, last one up here with Charlotte. Let's see here. Charlotte and Portland. This will do it on the basketball card. We've got Portland here, a 5-point favorite in this one.
Final.
Maybe some 4.5s out there. 221.5 is the total here. This one's definitely gone up a little bit here. Charlotte 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 games overall. They've been going under quite a bit, have the Hornets. We know they're having some big problems scoring here right now, big time problems scoring. So I don't know what's going on here. Even 220 feels like pretty high. Charlotte's gone under in 19 of their last 27 games. They've gone under in 10 of their last 14 games. They've gone under in 5 of their last 7 games overall. So I don't know if I can get behind that. Portland has lost 4 straight games coming into this one. Portland lost to the Lakers by 8 as a 2-point dog. They lost to Denver twice. They didn't cover in those on the road at Denver. And they lost at Minnesota big time. So tough opponents, yes, but they got rocked pretty good. They got an opponent they can beat here, certainly, no doubt about it. Portland just 1-3 against the spread as a favorite this year. They do just fine normally in the dog roll, but 1-3 as a favorite, and you're going up against a Hornets team here that's still, like we say, 28-16 against the spread as a dog. So, all right, let's see what you got here, Bam, for this last one, and then we'll be off to the ice. We're back at Hockey Land finally. All right, man. Looks like nothing happening here with you guys on this one. I know it's a bad game. Billy Mack ready to take about the Arsenal game with me. Well, that, and I think if you look in general with Arsenal, I didn't have all my hockey notes ready here, but certainly can further explain it. I mean, we know Arsenal's been hot for sure here of late, but Arsenal here 2-0 in that win over Leicester last week. They did go over in the let's see here. The Wolves game under was 1-0. And their Europe game was an under there at 3.5 at home.
Final.
All right, Billy. I got you, man. I don't have all of my notes in my pocket here right now for that soccer action. We'd get too deep into it, I think, at this point. Because I did place a bet on Arsenal minus the 1.5, but wasn't strong enough to even, I didn't recommend it on YouTube or anything. All right, Acton Jackson went with the Blazers here in this one. I'm going with the Hornets tonight. I got to try the Hornets here. They're the cover team. The Blazers don't do it as a favorite. Maybe it is low enough here at 5.5, but maybe it'll still be just a close game. Okay, let's go to hockey right now. We've got a big card to look at and a lot of games to look at here tonight as we're back in action. So let's see if we can get these goalies straight here. We got a full card of action, and it's Saturday night. So, and it's been, almost 2 weeks here, it feels like, since we've had any hockey. So we got to roll here tonight and get it going. We got a couple of day games here, including the Wild on the road against the Red Wings. Red Wings are a slight favorite here in this one, minus $1.15, 5.5 under 20 right now. That feels like, 5.5 over 20. Yeah, there it goes. It says the right number on the screen there. Let me take a look at all these goalies here today, see what we know, see what we don't know coming into this one. Some of them will have confirmed goalies. We've been waiting for these games for quite a while. All right. And, okay, no confirmations here in this one. Let's just get to some of the numbers here with these two teams and get your plays ready here in hockey tonight. All right. For the Red Wings coming in to this one, look, they're not a great favorite, that's for sure, especially of late. Minnesota, they, usually win in this one, and sometimes they've been winning by margin in a couple of these games. The teams met last in December of. They haven't met yet this year at all. Wow, these two teams did not meet at all in the calendar year of 2024. Their last meeting was 14 months ago. That is just wild if you think about it. Detroit comes in 7-2-1, their last 10 games into the break. And for Minnesota here, they come in 33-19 overall. They're 11-14, however, as an underdog. Still, they're one of the best road teams around, 20-7 on the road. This is where they've made most of their money this season for bettors on the road. They're getting you more than a third of a unit per outing, but Detroit was hot into the break, no doubt about it, winning 7 of their last 8 games overall. But Minnesota does own this series, really. They've won 7 of the last 9 meetings between the two teams. So I probably want to stick with the good road team that owns the season series, it feels like. Roberts on Detroit, however. Curtis has his parlay up here for hockey tonight. Look at this. Wings, Oilers, Hurricanes, Washington, and Rangers. Thank you, Curtis. Wow. Philly Eagle Flyer with those suggestions as well. All right. I'm going to take the under in this one, actually, as my play here. I know I was kind of teasing there Minnesota, and I'm going to take Minnesota and the under. Well, I'm going to go double play here. I'm going to double. What does Mikey say? We're going to double down or something like that. And first game of the day, 12:30 Eastern, 9:30 Pacific. Let me get in on this one. I'm going to go both side and total. Give me Minnesota to win and the under. Kind of like them both at equal strength. And I don't know how much I'm going to weigh down my college basketball. I feel like the college basketball is so key today. I'll have an NHL card for sure on the premium, but let me start with a double play here in the first game with Minnesota and the under. I'm sure I could get a premium out of that, but let me just go to it right away. Nobody's doing much in the chat. So, all right, keep it rolling here. And 1 Eastern, 10 Pacific, the Oilers on the road against the Flyers here in this one. You've got the Oilers, big favorite on the road here, $1.90, 6.5, under 30. Is that right? Or 6 over 20 there, maybe. Okay. Philadelphia won their last game before heading into the break with a win over Pittsburgh, 3-2 in that one. Meanwhile, for the Oilers, they did lose to Colorado here. They're playing close games, man. They aren't winning their favorite every time out. Every win they have is a 1-goal victory here, so I don't think there's much value to $1.90. It feels like, even against the Philadelphia Flyers here. At least the Flyers are 22-18 on the puck line here this season, and the Oilers are 16-34 as a puck line favorite this season. So I don't know if I can trust the Oilers at this price, even against a bad team here like the Philadelphia Flyers. All right, let's take a look here at this price for Philadelphia. Oh, minus $1.65. I don't know if we want that either, but go ahead and I'll try Philadelphia here plus 1.5 goals against the Oilers. We saw, Connor McDavid with that goal. I still think that Edmonton, I know it'd be hard to talk anybody into 6-1 or 6.5 to 1 right now, but boy, I don't know. I feel like I want to get involved with the Edmonton Oilers. Alabama's getting steamed right now in the big game with Kentucky tonight. Alabama, 10-point favorite. They're going to be up to 11 here taking that steam right now. Everything's popping off here on a Saturday. Alabama taking that steam here in the matchup. I'm taking them, but I'm gonna have to lay 11 points now. I think they're gonna roll Kentucky. It's in the previews, so I just have to mention it right now that I do like Alabama. They're taking the steam right now, and I'm going to be taking them later when we preview the college basketball. So guess I just got to say it right now. Kind of want to put on that tennis match here if I can find it. All right, a lot going on here. Let's keep it going here on the show. Robert's on the Flyers. Philly Eagle Flyer, Flyers and under. All right, Philly Eagle Flyer likes this hockey card. Here we go. How about the Capitals on the road here against the Penguins in this one? And, well, yeah, look, you got if Logan Thompson is indeed in here, right? You still got to kind of go to the Logan Thompson factor, I guess. Still got this incredible record, and he's going up against a pretty mediocre club here at this point. Thompson, 24 wins, just 2 regulation losses so far this season for the Washington netminder. He's got a 2.3 goals against average coming into this one. Nedeljkovic, 12-9. Put a little, fix this up here. 12-9-5 with a 2.93 goals against average here coming into this one. This is the nationally televised game here today at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific. So see what you got in this one with Capitals and Penguins. Second half of the doubleheader, by the way. Minnesota-Detroit is the first game of the ABC doubleheader here tonight. For Washington, they're 6-1-3 in their last 10 games overall coming into this one. Washington has covered the puck line in 5 consecutive meetings on the road against Pittsburgh, but they weren't favored every time in that one. I think there was a couple of them here. Let's take a look. Washington as a dog, but they won, so that has to go for something. I guess I'm going to take Washington here, even at this price. Duke is getting steamed here right now in their matchup. Big matchup here for Duke tonight at the Garden, and it's getting steamed right now. Another one where I was going to take another favorite here. This is one of the big games of the night at Madison Square Garden. Duke is up to 9.5 or so right now, and I'm taking them. Give me the Blue Devils tonight against Illinois. We'll preview it, but I think we just kind of made the bet here, so give me Duke. All right, we're still going on this one, though, and I still like the Capitals. Look, they're down to $1.47 here at some spots, so give me Washington for sure in this one against Pittsburgh. I'll take this price. If I've got Thompson in there at this point, I'm probably going to roll with Washington here. All right, a lot of steam coming in. We got to keep on this hockey, though. A few comments from you guys here, it looks like, on the Caps game. Robert says Caps and under. Philly Eagle Flyer on the Caps here. Good morning to AYOD. And Doge says Caps here. All right, I'll keep it going right now with the Rangers taking on the Sabres tonight. Buffalo was hot coming into the break for sure, but they got beat in their last game before the break by Nashville 6-4 on the road. It was going to happen. They were playing a bunch of home games, had to go play one road game. So no problem. Good job by Buffalo here right now. They're on a little bit of a roll for sure. Rangers, they're just on a roll, period. It feels like At this point, they've won 3 of their last 4 games coming into this one. Rangers 21-16 as a favorite, modestly priced here in this one against a Buffalo team that cost you a third of a unit at home so far this season. They haven't been that great. They're just 13-12 straight up and 12-20 as an underdog straight up. So see what you got here in this one. Buffalo has covered the puck line in 10 of the last 11 meetings between the two, but you got to lay $2 or more here to get that puck line today. I'm on the Rangers here in this one. Give me New York for sure if they're going to offer it here at basically a near pick-em price. Rangers a minus $1.15, $20, $25 at the square books, but I'm going to take the Rangers here in this one over Buffalo today. Next up, let me get your comments here, if anything, on this one. And Redbeard likes Volunteers money line. Minnesota Wild. Oh, Stern Company's here. Hi, Stir. He likes the Capitals in that game. Philly Eagle Flyer likes the Sabres here. Money line and over.
Play.
And Action Jackson on the Rangers. Philly Eagle Flyers says Sabres first period minus half a goal, and also first period team total over 1.5. All right, I'm taking the Rangers, though, in that one. Next up, we're going kind of quick here today, you guys. Not a lot of breakdowns, just picks pretty much with all these games. Stars taking on the Devils, one of the best games of the day for sure, coming into this one with the Stars. Coming in with Ottinger, 35-18. New Jersey, 31-20. Coming into this one, expecting here Ottinger and Allen. Nothing I don't think is confirmed. Let me refresh this, see what we got on anything in the goalie realm here. For Dallas, they come in here with having pardon me. They won the last game before they break at San Jose 8-3. They're 7-2-1. Their last 10 overall. They're an underdog here. That hasn't happened too much this season. Whether or not they'll stay an underdog, I'm not sure. We see a couple books here in Vegas starting to move to a pick 'em a little bit here. Still, New Jersey 15-9 at home this season. New Jersey's gone under in 13 of their 15 games, 13 of their last 15 games at home right now. Both teams are a combined 38-66 to the under this season. Dallas was 1-7-2 in their last 10 games to the under heading into the break. Now, to be fair, we think of Dallas as a total under team, no doubt about it. New Jersey's gone under in 4 of their last 5 coming into the break. They're 17-31 to the under as a favorite. The Dallas Stars are 5-2 to the over as an underdog, which is saying something because they're actually 14-30 to the under as a favorite. So see what you want to do here in this one. I mean, if you're ever thinking maybe this is the spot for the over, could you say that this is the type of game that maybe this is the one that will go over with Dallas as an underdog? Because otherwise, this is a total, the total under game of the night. I would think. All right, let's see what you have here. Dallas and New Jersey, and we've got. I think Doge might be going under here in this one. Stars game over, says Philly Eagle Flyer. I think he's saying Ottinger might not end up in goal here today. Maybe they won't have him in there. Okay, Robert's on the Stars. Philly Eagle Flyer says Stars team total over here. All right, I think I'll get ready to make the call here in this one. And I'm going to take the Dallas Stars here tonight. Give me Dallas on the road. Wow, I'm going all sides here. I better mix in some totals. I've got some totals, of course, on the premium side. All right, here we go. Next up. Well, the Avalanche are taking on the Predators here. And look, I know Mike is trying to sell us on this Predators team, and there's no doubt the Predators have been one of the biggest team, one of the most bet on teams by the Sharps here for the last 3 weeks of the season. But they can't get it together at all. Yes, they finally won a game last time out, 6-4 at home against Buffalo of all teams. But they're costing you more than a half a unit per game at home so far this season. What makes you think is going to turn around here against an Avalanche team that they should be able to handle these guys? Come on, Avalanche 33-22-2 coming in. Nashville's 5-15 straight up as an underdog so far this season. Showing possibly Blackwood in here against Sarish in this one. Blackwood's 20-15 with a 2.53 goals against. Been a good acquisition here, it feels like, for the Avalanche so far. So see what you have here in this one with Colorado and Nashville tonight. Maybe another spot for Nashville, but I just don't know. I don't feel it. Redbeard on the Avs, Roberts on Nashville. All right. I'd rather take Nashville on the road, it feels like. I'm going with Colorado here in this one. Give me the Avs on the road tonight. Kraken on the road against the Panthers in this one. You've got the Kraken, an underdog, of course, at plus 195 or so, maybe 200 here at this point. Florida won their last 2 games heading into the break against Ottawa and St. Louis coming in. Florida is 17-9 straight up at home, 20-24 as a puck line favorite. Seattle 20-16 as a puck line underdog here in this one. But man, this feels like the trip for the Kraken that maybe they'll break down a little bit. Oh man, I don't know. See what you guys have in this one. I might need some help. Got some big time steam rolling in here in college basketball. I'm missing out on. I'm gonna have to relay some of it here in the middle of the hockey, I think, and catch up a little bit. All right, chat. Kraken here. Let's see. Kraken money line and under for Philly Eagle Flyer. Irish King likes the Avs back in that one. Hope I'm not going too fast here. Redbeard maybe with Seattle here today. Maybe it could be Seattle today. Robert on the Kraken. All right, I'll take him. I'm going to take him as well. Here's the money line. I'm going to take him on the puck line. I don't really trust the situation. They're plus 1.5 at minus 128. I'll try Seattle here on the puck line. In this one, let me see here. Yeah, Florida hasn't been covering these puck lines at home right now for sure. Let's see here. They did get the puck line at home against Ottawa. They've actually covered several in a row, actually. All right, I'm committed to it. You guys talk me, and I'm not going to blame you guys here. Let me get to some of this basketball steam that's going on here. Take a break real quick from the hockey.
Steam playing.
NBA steam right now. Charlotte and Portland. Steam here to the over in this one. I talked about Charlotte and these unders, but here comes steam to the over with Charlotte and Portland. It was 220. We're going up to 223 here possibly with Charlotte and Portland right now. Also, just moments ago, we're seeing some steam here. Arkansas Little Rock took some steam here to the under. It was 134. We're down to 132.5 here right now with Western Illinois and Arkansas Little Rock steam to the under. Eastern Michigan and Northern Illinois was next. Steam here on this one to the under with Eastern Michigan and Northern Illinois. It was 145.5. We're down to 144 right now. Eastern Michigan and Northern Illinois. Virginia and North Carolina. Steam to the under in this one with Virginia and North Carolina. It was 143. We're down to 140.5 here. Steam to the under. Steam already came in on Virginia, took it from 10.5 to 10, or let's see, maybe even 9.5 right now. Right now, it is currently, 9.5, 140 with that game between Virginia and North Carolina. All right, just seconds ago, here's steam to the over with New Mexico State and Kennesaw. Man, that's a bit of a shocker. I think we're seeing mostly unders from those teams this season, but right now, New Mexico State and Kennesaw steam to the over here, 143 now up to 144, 144.5, New Mexico State and Kennesaw. Also, Tulsa and Rice. Steam here to the over, Tulsa and Rice. Full disclosure, get my picks right now over at winnable.com. This one was one of them. Steam to the over. It was 140. I sent it out at 142.5, I think. It's up to 143.5 here. It's going higher. Tulsa and Rice, steam to the over. I sent that out as my pick on Winnable. So I got about a dozen more picks on there already for that early slate if you want to grab those and maybe get ahead of some of these lines. Usually I am ahead of the moves just by nature here a little bit for me. Okay, also here we've got Idaho State steam here right now on the over in this, or no, I'm sorry. Steam on Idaho State for sure against Sacramento State. They were a 10-point favorite. They're up to 11.5, I think, here right now. Idaho State, the much better cover, I'm sure, than Sac State right now. Steam up to 11.5 with Idaho State. Lamar and Houston Christian steam to the under in this one with Lamar and Houston Christian. It was 136.5. We're down to 135.5 right now. Steam to the under, Lamar and Houston Christian this morning.
Steam play.
Right now, let's see here. Steam coming in. Oh, this one's a little bit stale, actually. I saw this one move already. Texas State, they were a 1.5-point favorite. They're up to 2.5 here. Texas State taking the steam against South Alabama. Also, UTEP took steam against Jacksonville State. UTEP was getting 4.5. They're getting 3.5 now here. Steam with UTEP taking the steam against Jacksonville State.
Steam play.
Just seconds ago, Marshall and Appalachian State. This one's moving right now to the over here in this one with Marshall and App State. This one it's moving to the
play.
Let me interrupt here. BYU and Arizona. Let's go with this one next. We're having multiple games getting worked on here. BYU and Arizona. Full disclosure, we have this one on the preview later on. Right now it's getting steamed to the under. 154.5 has become 153.5. I'm going to be going on the over in that game when we get there. They're probably going to steam every game that I'm going to preview here. we're only previewing 10 of them. And also that Marshall Appalachian State game, steam to the under here in this one with Marshall and Appalachian State. It was 138. We're down to 137 here right now. Marshall and App State steam to the under here right now. Also, it was Eastern Michigan taking steam. We already mentioned that steam to the under in the Eastern Michigan Northern Illinois game. Well, they also steamed Eastern Michigan from 3 up to 4.5 or higher here. Eastern Michigan took the steam against Northern Illinois. All right, let's get back to a little bit of hockey here. We'll come back to the action. Hello and good morning to Joe T there. Action Jackson likes that over move in BYU and Arizona. Good morning to Textiles here. Irish King like the Oilers. No, let's see who else. Okay, that's it. Let's keep it going here right now. I ended up on the Kraken because why again? All right. How about the Jets here on the road? Top of the board here. First game up, or first game on the extra board. NJIT is getting steamed right now. They were 10. They're getting 10. They're now getting 9 in their matchup against Maryland, Baltimore County. New Jersey Institute of Technology getting steamed right now against UMBC, only here on the Morning Steam Show. All right. Jets and Blues here in this one. Well, how do you miss out on an opportunity like this? I mean, come on. I get it. These guys need some rest. We just had these guys go through the emotional roller coaster with Hellebuck and Bennington. So I don't know. Still going to be an NHL game on Saturday night in St. Louis, but you could have had some fun. For sure. Anyways, Comrie will start in this one as Hellebuck gets the rest, of course, and the same will be said for Hofer, I'm sure. They're in for Bennington today. Bummer. Anyways, Jets got to figure it's not always so great without Hellebuck in the lineup here, but still the Blues go with their backup as well in Hofer here. He's got a goals against average above 3 coming into this one. So see what you have here in this game with the Jets and the Blues. Not all it's cracked up to be, but sure the Winnipeg Jets can come through here again, man. They were on fire before the break for sure. I mean, they haven't lost in a while here. 8 straight victories right now for the Jets. And hey, with both backups in there, I'm going to end up having to take the Jets today to get it done here on the road against the Blues. Maybe this is a spot for the Blues, at home against the backup goalie, but still the Blues 3-6-1 in their last 10 games. They're just 17-25 as an underdog. Winnipeg still 32-9 as a favorite here this season. So I'm going to take Winnipeg tonight in this one. All right, let's see here. Yeah, what do we got? Old D, hello there. Good to see you. Mr. Tomatoes is here today. He says this NHL is too slow. Come on, let's go. Take care, Mr. Tomatoes. Have a great day. Good to see you in there. Oh, we do have a college tip-off here on. Is there an 8 o'clock game today? What am I doing? Sleeping on this? Who's playing at 8 o'clock today? Who? Who's playing at 11 Eastern today? Who's playing at 11 Eastern? Can somebody tell me who's playing at 11 Eastern? All right.
Final.
Action Jackson there with that. Talking about that Comrie. Oh, look at that. Comrie had a decent game there. And Irish King says he laid 3.5 goals here with St. Louis today. Oh, no. All right. Give me Winnipeg here in this one. All right. Next up, Hurricanes on the road here against the Leafs. You got Kochetkov going in this one here.
Steam playing.
up against Wool. We have our first NHL Steam on the show here. It's the Detroit Red Wings. Oh my goodness. Detroit is all the way up to $1.30 here right now in that matchup against Minnesota. Here's more college basketball steam. We've only rolled off about 10 or 15 games here over the last several minutes. Wake Forest and North Carolina State. This one going to the over. Steam coming in on the over. I like this. I'm going to recommend it here right now. I'm going to give out a play for Mr. Tomatoes. Let's go over here. We're already missing out up to 137.5, but I like the over here. Wake Forest and NC State. It's not in the previews here. I'm just taking the over here. 2 Eastern, 11 Pacific. My Mr. Tomatoes over steam chaser of the day. Wake Forest and NC State game 2 go over. Don't look at the trends on that game, folks, because I think it's pretty much under city when talking about those two teams. But I agree. This matchup, I'm going to go over with Wake Forest and NC State. Also, here's some more steam to the over while we're at it. Nebraska, I got to talk about this because South Dakota and Nebraska Omaha, we already talked about this game with the move there to South Dakota. This is that outrageous total of the day, except for the Kentucky game, of course. But this one was 171. It's now up to 173, 173.5. Steam to the over here with South Dakota and Nebraska Omaha. Big time steam to the over in that one. Why not? I mean, those teams, definitely, you think of those teams, you might be thinking over automatically. All right, Hurricanes and Leafs. Here in this one with Hurricanes on the road. Here, $1.20. I don't know about that. I think I'm already on Toronto. I don't even know how much I have to look at this one. This one's the NHL Network game here, but I think I want to take Toronto here. Now, Carolina has won 5 straight meetings against Toronto coming in, but Toronto had won 3 of 4 coming into the break. They're 19-11 at home. Carolina 12-13 on the road. So I'm going to go with, well, I think I already said it. I kind of like the total here in this one too, big time. But go ahead and give me Toronto here against Carolina. I think I like the under as well, but I do need to have some premiums. So, all right. There's Mr. Tomatoes. Yep. Try to shout him out there. My all-time guy there. Bournemouth's got a red card. Uh-oh. Robert's going under here in this one. I'm going under too, Robert, but I think I'm just giving out the premiums. You already know what's coming. You know what's coming half the time on the premiums anyways. All right. Philly Eagle Flyer with a pass. Oh, my goodness. I got to keep it going. You got the Ducks taking on the Bruins here in this one with the Okay. Well, you know, that Red Sox third base situation, we've got big controversy, so I guess Swayman's going to play third base. Ducks and Bruins here. I must have been watching the Red Sox, you know, what's been going on there. That's almost funny. All right, Bruins here are a $2 favorite right now. 5.5 over at minus 115 coming into this one. The Bruins should be able to get the best of Anaheim, shouldn't they? Come on. Right now, Boston here, just 10-20 is a puck line favorite, though. Anaheim, 34-17 is a puck line underdog, so I guess not. Maybe it will be Anaheim time here in this one. Anaheim has gone under in 8 straight road games when coming off of a win. Now, granted, we're off of the break here, but Anaheim did have 3 straight wins coming into the break against the Kings, against the Stars, and against the Canadiens. Meanwhile, the Bruins took losses to VGK and the Rangers coming in. So, all right, I'll try the Ducks. What the heck? I'll try them here at plus 1.5 at minus $1. Oh, Uh, Man, $1.50. Huh. All right, no wonder it's a free play here. Give me the Ducks on the puck line here. Ducks. I don't know. They're profitable on the road, winning a quarter of a unit per game this season. Still on the road. Oh, pardon me. On the road, 11-12 straight up on the road. So that's not bad considering how bad the Ducks have been. I say bad. They're a 500 team actually right now. It's been a decent season here for the Ducks. Robert with the Ducks here. Philly Eagle Flyer leaning to the over here in this one. I like some overs tonight. Not many, but I do like some overs tonight. Probably not in this one. Canadians and Senators here with Montembeault and Ullmark. In this one, you've got the Senators here favorite $1.75, 5.5 over 20 here in this one on hockey night. Montreal 25-26 coming in. Ottawa 29-23. Both teams enter the game with 3-game losing streaks heading into the break. For the Canadians here, they've been falling short there in some of those games for sure. Got blown out by Tampa 5-3, got blown out by New Jersey 4-0, and lost to the Kings 6-3. So Ottawa probably in a pretty decent position here, even at this lofty price, we'll say. Down to $1.63 though, so I don't mind that. Let me try the Senators here. I'll just take them on the puck line. We'll give it $1.65, even $1.70 if you want to call it that. I'm going to take a favorite here in this one tonight. All right, a Steam play coming out right now is another one that I'm going to be taking when we go down the college basketball games. We're not going to preview many of them, it feels like. Iowa State and Houston is getting steamed to the under. That's what I like. It was 132. It's down probably to 130 here right now with Iowa State and Houston steamed to the under. I got a premium on the side over at winnable.com if you want to get that package for just $2 right now for that individual package, $4 a day, or get the whole month for $19.95. I got a pick in that game, but my pick here on the show is under with Iowa State and Houston. Also, Brown is getting steamed here right now. The Ivy League lines are coming out, if you will, and Brown getting steamed in their matchup here. Brown was a 1 point. Let me see here. Get it straight. Brown was getting 2.5. They're all the way down to a pick 'em here right now. Brown getting steamed big time against Cornell. All right. Keep it going right now. With the next matchup. Well, let me see here. Irish King says Matthew's going to get a couple of goals tonight. Doge said like the Ducks there for his play of the day. How about that? All right, Blackhawks here against the Blue Jackets in this one. Got the Blue Jackets minus $1.80 and the total 6.5 under at minus $1.25 here in this one. Look, Columbus is awesome. And I think they're going to blow out the Blue Jackets, actually. Columbus doesn't win many puck lines. I'm going to try them tonight here. They're $1.75 if you can stand it, but I'm going to go ahead and lay the puck line here with the Blue Jackets tonight against the Blackhawks. Blue Jackets are winning you a half a unit per game at home, the best home team in the league money-wise this season. Chicago's costing you more than a third of a unit on the road. So I'm going to take the puck line here, actually, with Ottawa in this one. They're not a good puck line favorite, but I'm sorry, with Columbus in this one. They're not a good puck line favorite, are the Blue Jackets right now. Remember, they were losing games too, but they are just 3-6 as a puck line favorite. Chicago 29-22 is a puck line dog, but I'm going to try the Blue Jackets here at -1.5 plus $1.35. I want to take him on the money line. That's understandable as well. All right, let's see here. We got here a red beard on the Blackhawks here. And Irish King says, could the Red Sox get Vladdy? And Billy Eagle Flyer likes Jackets money line and over 5.5. West Virginia and Texas Tech is seeing some steam to the under here right now in this one. This is a series that usually goes over, and I like the over actually in this game, but the steam's coming in on the under right now. At least it'll create some value for those of us that may want to go over. It was 135.5 down to 134.5 right now, and I like the over in that game. I'll just say it right here, right now. Give me the over. Another pick on the Mr. Tomatoes special. West Virginia, Texas Tech. I'm going over tonight in this one. All right.
It's been playing.
Couple more here, and we'll get on over to that college basketball, and then the show will be over before you know it, because we've already given out pretty much every college basketball play, it feels like, with all the steam that's come out right into the games that I'm trying to pick. Lehigh and Lafayette's getting steamed right now in their matchup tonight. That's always a great football game, Lehigh and Lafayette. They play for an annual trophy. What is the trophy in the Lehigh Lafayette football game? Didn't I try to talk about this when they played in football this year? What did I say? It was the man on. What was the trophy they play for? Do we know? Oh, they don't have a trophy in the Lehigh Lafayette football game? Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Anyways, that steam's coming in on the under with Lehigh and Lafayette. I can't believe they don't have a trophy. It was 134 down to 132.5 here right now, it looks like, with Lehigh and Lafayette. All right, next up. Got just 2 games left here right now, and it's Utah taking on the Kings. Kings $1.75, 5.5. 5.5. Just got to almost leave it right at that, don't you, with these two teams? I mean, come on, how does this thing not go under, it feels like, here tonight? Now, the Kings, certainly going to be huge favorites. Look, the Kings have only lost in regulation at home twice all season, and now they're $1.70 here against a bad Utah team, but well, maybe, just maybe, Utah hangs in there a little bit in this one. The Kings did lose to the Ducks last time before the break, snapping their 3-game losing streak, but the Kings been pretty awesome, 17-3 overall at home, including the extra sessions, but still down to $1.59 here at some of these sharp books, man. Give me the Kings tonight. I think that's value here. I got to try the Kings in this one. Look, I'll leave $1.75 on the screen, but $1.59 at Circa. Even Bovada's down to $1.65. I think that's very reasonable for a team that basically doesn't lose at home. Got some other plays here from you guys. Let's see here. Maybe Fernando's on Barcelona here. Is that what he's saying in that one? I like the over in that game, by the way. I'm going to go, let me see what the total is in that Barcelona game. I'm all over the place today, but I've been all over the place all morning because I have so many great games today. What's the total there? 3.5 over 20. Give me the over. 3.5 over minus $1.20, $1.25 there with Barcelona and Las Palmas today. Redbeard likes the Volunteers. Lee Mike is here. Nice to have Lee Mike in this one. Not to be confused with legendary handicapper Mike Lee. Nice to see you, Lee.
Goalies.
Does anybody remember Mike Lee? Anybody there from my DMV crew that are old school? Remember the handicappers? Mike Lee, you remember? Anybody? All right. Took the Kings in that one. One more in hockey here. You got the Canucks taking on the Golden Knights. Final game on the card here. You got the Knights, $1.95. They're actually a little cheaper than this, I think, actually, here. No, they're pretty much $2. Okay, that's okay. Here in this one against Vancouver here tonight in the finale. And look, if it's a division game and the Knights are home, they cover the puck line. So Vancouver does come in here winning 3 straight into the break against Toronto, San Jose, and Colorado. But man, VGK, one of those rare teams with a puck line, winning record on the puck line as a favorite. 23 and 21. So I'm going to try them here on the puck line tonight. They've covered how many in a row right now? 9 straight division games on the puck line. Vegas has covered. So give me Vegas here tonight on that puck line. That's it for hockey. All right. Redbeard might be going under here. Yeah, you got to think probably under here for sure, Redbeard, in this game. The only problem is, I think, with the game is it's 5.5 juice to the under heavily here. And I'm sure it is going to be low scoring. So I'm probably going to still make it a premium. We'll see, though. 5.5, a little bit different than 5.5 in a Golden Knights game, I think, than in a Kings game. So, all right, let's go to college basketball real quick, read off some more steam, and then get to our college basketball games. You guys are talking Tennessee and Texas A&M in their games at the top of the hour, so we got to at least get to them and get to my picks here today. I feel great about the college basketball card, man. I'm really feeling good. Okay, Columbia just took some steam here. Moments ago, we talked about the Ivy League spreads coming out here. Columbia was an 18-point dog. They're down to 17 here. Columbia has not been a great cover, that's for sure. Yale's done some covering this year, but Columbia just took the steam at plus 18 down to 17 right now. Also, NBA steam here with the Rockets and the Jazz. Game steaming here to the under at 228.5 down to 227.5. Steam to the under with the Rockets and the Jazz. How about that? Lemoyne taking the steam right now in their matchup today with Long Island. Lemoyne was a 1-point dog. That's now a pick 'em. They might become a favorite. Lemoyne has not been a great team against the spread. Long Island has been pretty decent against the spread, but Lemoyne is taking the steam there right now. All right. West Virginia and, we already mentioned that one with West Virginia and Texas Tech. Got steam to the under, but I like to the over in a contrarian play. South Carolina State and Delaware State. Steam to the over in this one with South Carolina State and Delaware State. It was 150. It's now 153. Big time steam there. South Carolina State and Delaware State today. All right. Cornell and Brown took some steam here. Right now, some hockey steam coming in on the Buffalo Sabres. I said take the Rangers, but Buffalo is getting steamed here right now. This is almost going to be a pick'em here at this point with Buffalo. They could turn into a favorite here by the time this one comes off. The Rangers are down to $1.15 at the sharp shops, but or the square books, but It looks like the Buffalo Sabres are getting steamed here against the Rangers for sure. Cornell and Brown steam to the over here in this one. Cornell and Brown was 155. It's going to go up here probably to as high as 157 here, maybe even 158 by the time this one gets done. I would speculate. That's not official. That's just me observing it. Brown took the steam. Steam going over there in the Ivy Leagues. Those usually get running here. 155. Steam going higher right now with Cornell and Brown. Also, let's go to the SEC with Florida and LSU. Steam here to the under right now with Florida and LSU. LSU got steamed earlier, took it from 10 to 9, and here's a steam to the under from 154 to 153. Florida and LSU steam to the under right now. All right. Let's go to some of these college plays and we'll get on out of here. Thank you for joining me today. If you want more plays, please consider my subscription over there at Winnable today. I'll definitely be rolling out about 30 plays in college basketball. That's how I do it when there's 150 games. I don't think 1 out of every 5 games is an unreasonable amount to consider. All right, let's see what we got here. And there we go. Oh, Mr. Tomatoes talking fake news. And you know what? If this fails, if I don't pick any winners and people stop subscribing, Mr. Tomatoes is going to come with me to my new channel, the Fake News Network. And we're going to cover fake news over there. I always wanted to do that, but I just like sports too much. Clemson and SMU here getting some steam right now in this one. Getting steam to the under with Clemson and LSU. This is another one in the preview, although I got to say one of the plays. Steam to the under here was 146 down to 145 right now. Clemson and SMU. We'll preview it here in just a second. Clemson got steamed earlier from Montreal Canadiens are getting steamed here right now in that matchup against Ottawa. I already said take Ottawa on the puck line. Looks like I'll be getting a discount. Montreal is getting the steam here. They're down to plus $1.38 at Bet Online right now. If you like Ottawa and you like discounts, today's your day. Montreal is taking the steam here. Hockey night. All right, let's go to the basketball here. You guys are already talking about some of these big games, and I only have like 10 of them here to kind of just give the picks out on. We're not going to go too deep into these on Saturday, of course, but like I said, look over my results. Maybe trust me a little bit. If you want some more plays, get rolling with me over there on Winnable. If not, good luck. Have a great day. I've got the under here, top of the board with Tennessee and Texas A&M. Look, I think you got 2 teams that are definitely going under here. Number 6, Tennessee. Number 7, Texas A&M. Texas A&M 8-18 to the under this season. 1-9 to the under in their last 10. Tennessee 2-7 to the under on the road. So I like the under for sure in this game. I like Texas A&M as well. Here, Texas A&M 9-4-1 against the spread at home. I think I just said I like Texas A&M, so I got Texas A&M and the under to get us started here. That's what we got to do here for to get our college basketball started off. I went with that double play in the NHL. Let's do it again here, top of the board. I'm going A&M and the under in this one. And no, I'm going to host the Fake News Network. Come on. Okay. Hopefully, let's see here. Mississippi State and Oklahoma here in this one. This one is on my Winnable account over there. You want to get one of my premiums here right now. This is one of them with Mississippi State and Oklahoma here. Said we're trying to go fast, and then all of a sudden I can't help myself. I know I've got some notes on I write the notes on the games, and then the show gets long, and then I'm just like, let's just make sure we get the right plays out there and make sure everybody gets them. But
Final.
maybe we can take a look quickly at this one here with Mississippi State and Oklahoma. Some of these are pretty decent game. All these, they're we're just previewing the SEC games. All right. In this one with Mississippi State and Oklahoma, I like Mississippi State here in this one. Oops, I'm sorry. Just gave you the premium. You don't have to go subscribe over there today because I just gave you the premium on this one. Mississippi State. Well, I will give you my opinion here on the total. That's what I'll do in this one with Mississippi State and Oklahoma. Here we go. Oklahoma, 10-5 to the over at home this season. They've gone over in 5 of their last 6 games at home, and I think that's the way I'm going to go with Mississippi State and Oklahoma. Pretty big number here at 149 right now, so I'll take the over. It's 149.5 actually. Give me the over here in this one. All right, next up. Keep it going here. Okay, we already gave you the pick on this one, Iowa State and Houston. I do have a premium over there at Winnable. You want to check it out, but here's a free play is on the under here right now. The steam came in on the under just a few minutes ago. I said I already like the under in this game between Iowa State and Houston, so I'm just ready to go with it, and I'll just say it right then and there when it came in. Give me the under here in this one with Iowa State and Houston. Also, Ole Miss and Vanderbilt. In this one, you've got Vandy here favored by 1.5, and the total 152 or so. Right now, it's down to a pick'em and 152 here with Vanderbilt favored. It's ticked down a little bit here by a point or a point and a half here in this one. And let's take a look here. I got a few notes, I think, with these guys as well. All these SEC games, I can't help myself. All right, here we go. This is at 3:30 Eastern. There we go, 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific. There's the problem. Vanderbilt lost 3 in a row coming into the break right now to UK, to Tennessee, and to Auburn coming in. But Mississippi just 3-7 against the spread in their last 10 games overall. So I'm going to end up on Vandy here. They keep beating teams over and over again, it feels like right now. I'm going to take Vandy here. And maybe they found an opponent that if they beat them, they won't storm the court, since Mississippi is only ranked 24th coming in. I'll take Vandy. Vandy's down to a pick'em there. Mr. Tomatoes loves the Volunteers, and I feel bad now that I took A&M. I almost want to withdraw that. I don't want to go against Mr. Tomatoes here.
Final.
I didn't realize that he was all over the ball. I did realize it, actually. Okay, Clemson and SMU. I think I already gave out my pick here in this one as well. So maybe we'll just move on. I said take Clemson in this one on the road against SMU. Clemson here is now at minus 1.5 for the most part. That feels like a discount, actually. Did they really take the steam? I'm taking Clemson against SMU on the road. I know that one, it feels like it might be a little bit contrarian today, but I'm going to take Clemson against SMU. Clemson had won 3 straight coming into the break, covering them all. FSU, UNC, and Duke pretty impressive run right now. 8-2 against the spread in their last 10. SMU just 1-3 against the spread as an underdog, although I will say that at many of the books right now, this game is down to a pick 'em, so you might throw that out, but I've got Clemson. Kentucky and Alabama and the big one here. And look, I'm sure they're going to score 200 points in this one if you can stomach it in this game. Now, a lot of talk with Kentucky having a couple of key players out today for sure for Kentucky in this one. You've got high-profile players out of the lineup here tonight, and Lamont Butler and Jackson Robinson. So maybe that will affect Kentucky's output, but it doesn't feel like this game is going to be in jeopardy of missing 180 here. Now, I don't want to necessarily just let's go on it, let's give it a premium. I'm going with it as a free pick because I'm a little bit skeptical, but I'm going with the over here. I'm going with Alabama, actually, and I'll also go with the over. Let me give out two plays here. Alabama was what I had written down here, and I don't think I'm going to make it to a premium with Kentucky. But boy, I don't know. 190 doesn't seem out of the question. Maybe it'll be 100-85. I guess that would be a win and a cover for Alabama. 100-85. Alabama wins against Kentucky tonight. Is that possible, you guys, or is it everybody? Was I just listening to all the experts tell me that was going to be the case? Redbeard says take Kentucky with all those points. Georgia Tech and Boston College just got steamed to the under. We already said Boston College got steamed, and now there it is. Steamed to the under with Georgia Tech and Boston College. Right now, Mr. Tomatoes, the Tennessee-Texas A&M game is getting steamed to the under as we predicted it would. A big steam here coming in. Tennessee and Texas A&M. Steam to the under right now, and it's going down here to 130 at circa. Probably even go a notch lower. Also, moments ago, the Chicago Blackhawks got steamed against Columbus. Man, the Sharps are fading Ramon today. Good on you. Go Blackhawks, but good for me, I guess. If anything, that might even allow you to take Columbus here on the money line. Now, Columbus is down to $1.55 at some of the sharp books at this point. All right, not much from you guys on the colleges. I know we're going kind of quick, so maybe that's why here. But how about St. Mary's and Gonzaga here in this one? Look, we know that Gonzaga, not going to win the conference title this season, but still, it's still a big game. It's still St. Mary's and Gonzaga. Gonzaga still has a chance. They need to win this one. They're 12-3 right now. St. Mary's is 14-1. I'm actually taking Gonzaga as my pick here in this big game. Give me the Zags. Laying these points at home here right now. Gonzaga was minus 6.5. Here it feels like right now. Let me go to it. Make sure we get the right number out there. It was Gonzaga minus 6.5 and 142. I'm taking Gonzaga here against St. Mary's. All right. St. Mary's is darn sneaky. They're not sneaky anymore. They're legit. I'm going to take the Zags in the kennel tonight. All right, couple more here. The show's over. Hopefully type in something in the chat, everybody. Illinois and Duke. I already gave my pick out here. I like Duke in this one. This one's being played at Cameron Square Garden. Madison Square Cameron. Madison Indoor Arena, whatever the case may be. This one's in Madison Square Garden. It's Duke's second home here. Make no mistake, you might hear some people talking about, oh, how clever. Why not play Duke Illinois game in No, Duke comes here right now just about once a year, it feels like, and taking on a non-conference opponent though in this one, but still, nonetheless, I like Duke here. They're up to 9.5 or so. It's past 8.5, so we got a little bit more here right now. Duke currently is 9.5 at some books. There's some nines out there. I've got Duke. All right, next up, a couple more here. How about Missouri and Arkansas? I like Arkansas in this one at home against Missouri in this one. Maybe Missouri's been the better cover this season, but in this matchup, I'm going to have to take Arkansas tonight at home here against Missouri. Yeah, I think if you look trend-wise, you're going to find that Missouri is the better cover team here so far this season, but at home, getting a couple of points here with Arkansas. That's going to be enough for me. Give me Arkansas. They're down to 1.5. I've got Arkansas, the Hogs at home. And last but not least, BYU at home. BYU on the road here against U of A in this one. And I've got the over here in this one. The Steam came in on the over. I already told you that I was on the over in this game. The Steam came in on the under. I was already committed to the over. I'm still going over here in this one with BYU and Arizona. That's going to do it for the show. Appreciate it, everybody. Arizona BYU is 3-0 to the over as an underdog this season. Arizona 13-8 to the over as a favorite. That's the morning Steam show. Thank you, everybody. Hope that was okay. I feel like I didn't have a great show, but a lot of sports. A couple more Steam moves. I owe them to you here. Edmonton Oilers getting steamed here in their matchup with the Flyers. Another one where they're fading Ramon here. They're taking this favorite with Edmonton tonight. Edmonton going to go up to $2 here against the Flyers. Also, VMI got steamed in their matchup. VMI taking the steam against Furman. They were 12-point dogs. They're now down to 11 here. VMI took that steam against Furman. That's going to do it. Let's go to the drawing and see. We didn't have Thomas here. We didn't really have any consensus plays, did we? All right. Yeah, no drawing, I guess, today. What can we do? We don't have any consensus plays. So, all right, that's going to do it for the morning Steam. Thanks, everybody. Hey, go check out my plays over there at Winnable right now if you want to get them there. I'd appreciate it. This is how you show your support for me here on the show by going to winnable.com/Ramon. You can subscribe to my premium picks over there for just 50 cents a day when you subscribe for 1 month. I promise you, and I think my subscribers know, if you get a month, I'll give you like 5 weeks. If you get 1 week, I give you like 10 days. If you get if I have a bad day, I tack some more days on there. So that's just the way I run it. I control it all here. And, there's a little bit of commission that I got to pay to the Winnable service, but it mostly goes to me. So click on that QR code and subscribe to my picks, man. I'll keep coming back here every day trying to do a good show, probably better than this one, as a famous YouTube sports handicapper used to say. We'll get better next time. All right, that's going to do it. No drawing, man. I feel bad here. I should have done a better job there of trying to keep the consensus together, but maybe we just didn't agree today. So good luck, everybody. Appreciate it. Don't forget, join us tonight here on the Sports Money Network for the coverage UFC Seattle with that main event, Henry Cejudo and Song Yadong. There, I have my premium plays over there at Winnable right now. I got like 7 or 8 plays for the UFC card as well. So check it out over there at winnable.com. You can also get your other handicapping started for the card with our videos for Strike, under the videos tab, and VB MMA Picks, my preview show with VB and with George Gennaro coming straight from Hong Kong. So check me out over there with my preview of UFC Seattle today. So really appreciate that. SX.bet sponsors VB MMA Picks. SX.bet is the world's largest blockchain betting exchange. Check your jurisdictions. Not available in the United States. All right, that's going to do it here for the Morning Steam. We'll catch you tomorrow. More Morning Steam, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. For the Sports Money Network, I'm Ramon Scott. Have a great Saturday.
Can't escape from the team, call the morning steam. It's time to break, run for cover. That's gonna cover, that's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott, running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice, we might play a parlay. It's the morning steam. What? Ramon Scott, sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to